Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna be pushing on Path of Legends, just pushing from 2.4k here, and if I lose I have to show my face, and so this is the deck I'll be using as you guys saw, and I'll see you guys in the very first game. Alrighty, into the very first game against Faith. I think I know what Faith is using. They're gonna be using Giant Graveyard most likely. Honestly, oh, they're not going to be using Giant Graveyard. Alright, looks like they're going to be using some sort of bridge spam deck. That's fine. I'm honestly going to go kind of aggressive here just because... Oh, they're going to be using RG. Okay, never mind. I keep switching what they're going to be using. Okay, honestly, RG is not going to be that easy, but we'll see what we can do. We'll just split Spirit Goblins here. Defending RGs is just, wow, going to be impossible. Alright, I'll go with a miner here just for chip. He's gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with a hut, and then I'm gonna go with wall breakers. I'm gonna go with an early bat, and then I'm gonna prediction log on the E-Spirit. Oh my god, that was huge. Okay, I just need to get some spears, and wow, that's still gonna get a shot. That's really unfortunate. I thought the bats would do a bit of a better job there, but unfortunately, I did take some damage. That's fine, honestly. Okay. Do I want to go same or opposite lane? I think I want to go opposite. So I'm just going to go with the miner and then the wall breakers. And I'm just going to go with the evil bats because he wasted his hunter. This should be great damage. I'm going to go with the log just to push that back. Go with the golden knight. Damn, I thought the bats would heal off a bit better, but unfortunately they did not. Alright, here I'll go for the ability, and he's going to probably defend that. But I'm just going to go with Spirit Goblins, hopefully force out a log. Alright, force out a ghost. That's fine, honestly. I'll just go with a miner here on defense. And I'll probably push wall breakers with it. I think I'm going to set up an early goblin hut. Yeah, just so I can get back to another one. And I'm just gonna go log on these skellies. I'm gonna go spear goblins. I need to keep up the pressure. He's gonna go with that. Alright, I'll just bat the back. Gonna go with a golden knight. Alright, he's gonna just hunter on that. I need to get a nice poison here. And a log. And bats, please. He's gonna get some damage, a bit more than I would have liked. Alright, he's gonna hunter on this, but he misses. That's actually huge. That's actually huge. I sacked that entire hunter. I'm gonna go with an early hut. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the early bats. I'm gonna go with the ability. I'm gonna log to predict something. Oh my god, me hitting the skellies is huge because one of those is gonna connect. I just need a poison. Does poison do enough? Yeah, it does enough. Alright, perfect. Wow, no way. That's actually a hard matchup in my opinion because like they can just log on your goblin hut. Alright, into the next game. After that game, honestly, I'm feeling pretty confident because that was a hard matchup and it was against a top 37 player. Let's see what this guy's using. Alright, he's going to be using the Barber on the Snowball, so it looks like it's going to be that one bridge spam deck. I'm going to go actually pretty aggressive here. Ooh, okay, it looks like it's not going to be bridge spam, and it looks like it's going to be some form of Lumber Loon, if I had to take a guess, because of the fast cycle. I don't see what else this could be, honestly. Probably some Lumber Loon deck is all I'm going to say. I'll go with the Spear Goblins at the bridge. Just keep up the pressure, honestly. It's very important to keep up the pressure with this deck. I'll go with the bats, and I'm going to go with the miner, pretty obviously. Alright, he's going to go with the Snowball, so it looks like I'm actually going to have to Golden Knight first. Okay, I'm just going to ability on that, take that out, and then just go miner. Okay, he's going to be able to kill that pretty nicely. Just gonna go with some Spear Goblins here. If he goes with his balloon, I will have my bats ready. Alright, looks like he doesn't. Alright, I'll just wait, honestly. I'll have my log ready. I'll just log the tower, honestly. If he goes Barbarian Barrel, I just go with bats and then push in. I think I'm going to push in either way, though. And I'm even going to go with the wall breakers here. He's going to get a nice firecracker down. But my wall breakers connect. So this is honestly an absolutely amazing start here. What is he going to do? Going to activate. Yeah, okay, nice. I get the activation. Anyways, he tried to predict. Very good attempt by him. But if you, like, just delay it, it never connects. So I'm just going to go with the high goblin hut. He really tried. It was a good attempt. That was a good attempt. I will give him that. But this shouldn't be any damage. Alright, I'm going to go with the minor wall breakers and prediction log on his goblins here. Oh my god, I hit them. Yo, that's actually insane. Alright, I'm just going to go with the bats kind of early. Going to go with... No, I'm not going to go with the hut yet. I'm going to go with the golden knight first. Because, yeah, I don't think... Oh, wow, he will balloon. Alright. He will balloon anyways. I'm gonna just go with a poison here and just ability on that cracker to kill it. Wow, that doesn't kill it. Okay, that's fine. Now it's gonna die though. Just gonna go with this, and log again, honestly. Oh my god, and I hit the prediction again. That's insane. Oh, that's unfortunate though. I'm gonna go with the hut. Gonna go with this. Gonna go with this. Do I need to poison? Yeah, I need to poison for sure. Gonna log something. Oh, I logged the ice spirit. That's huge, because now one of them is gonna connect and I take the win. Wow, nice. Alright, I'll see you guys in the very next game. Alrighty, into the next game against, it seems like a lava player. So this is honestly gonna be a super rough matchup, I feel. I'm just gonna go with the spear goblins for these guards. See, I'm gonna honestly minor and bats and golden knight here. Oh no, that's really aggressive. Okay, I was really hoping he wouldn't skelly dragons randomly, but he does for some odd reason. That's really, really unfortunate. I actually might have lost already just because of that play, but I tried to do something there. I'm just gonna go with spear goblins to defend that Valkyrie. I think I genuinely lost. I have like the worst hand ever now. Yeah, no, this is gonna be really scary, bro. His first lava push is just gonna be insanely hard to stop. We'll see though. I'm gonna try to have my wall breakers ready to kite. He might predict them. He does not predict it. Alright, that's fine. Just gonna get a nice log, bats, and I'm gonna get a miner in the back here, and then some spear goblins on this phoenix. Alright, that's completely fine. I wonder if he has balloon. I don't think he has balloon. Does he have enough for lava though? He does not. Alright, I'm just gonna golden knight here. And I'm gonna go wall breakers opposite to force out his arrows. And then if he uses his arrows, he doesn't use his arrows. Okay, because I really need to use those evo bats. I'm going to use them early just to force out the arrows here, to be fair. He's definitely going to arrows on it, yeah. Alright, I'll probably let him get a hit. I'm just going to go for the miner and the tower and just go spears quickly on this. Hear me out. Hear me out. Golden Knight. Ability. Insta ability, because he's going to have only guards. He's only going to have guards, and he's going to have nothing for those wall breakers. It's actually pretty huge. Alright, wait, that's actually huge. He has the skelly drags early. So I'm just going to go with the goblin hut. Pretty early. I'm going to go with even some spears. I'm going to go with wall breakers to pull that back. And a miner. Some bats. Goblin hut. Poison. Be an insane defense if I even defend. Gonna early ability just to force out something. Force out the Valk. Nice. I'm gonna go with a hut. Beautiful hut. I'm gonna go with a miner just to force out guards. I don't want him to go in. Please go guards. Nice. Wait. No, wait. That's gonna pop on the head. I'm so dumb. That was a complete accident. I knew it would too, but I should have delayed it. What am I doing? Okay, I'm just gonna go poison him to be safe. I'm just gonna go miner and then wall breakers. Oh my god, he wasted his Valk. That's huge. He needs the arrows. I'm gonna set up a hut. Yeah, definitely going hut. Gonna go spears. Gonna go bats early. Try to kill that. Gonna go poison. Gonna go golden knight. Another hut. Beautiful golden knight ability. It's gonna do work. Okay, he wasted his arrows. He lost. Let's do this, this, and this. And there's no way for him to defend. Oh wait, no, he has the cage. I completely forgot. Wait, no, that gets a hit. This is gonna be closer than I expected. I'm gonna poison. Log. Let's go for another miner. I'm gonna go for this. He catches it. That's actually huge for him. Please. He doesn't catch it. He doesn't catch it. He lost. He lost. Oh my god, this is so stressful. GG's. Yo, guys, so unfortunately for the last game, the recording did end up crashing, but I did share all the replays in the chat of the previous games. I kind of sent them like as soon as I won them, and I did send this, and so I'm just going to show you guys the last game. Let's go through it. Honestly, it was very intense. Unfortunately, my commentary is probably not going to be as hype right now since, you know, in the game it's obviously way more intense. But I'll show you guys the replays anyways, and I'll be explaining my thought process throughout the entire game. So let's hop into this. So I just cycle bats. Bats is just the safe thing. I go with a miner here, and honestly, he goes for the NATO and activates, but I think it was actually still worth it to go for the miner in the back just because I get bats damage. And if you think about like the NATO, if he didn't activate, then I would need to go miner in the same spot, and then it would never get damage. And he has guards and knight to catch it every single time. And so honestly, activating, you know, sometimes you need to let them activate the tower just so that you can at least get some miner chip. Or else you would need to go in the safe spot every single time, and that would just be predictable. Anyways, against this, he just goes all in here with all of his cards. He has nothing for graveyard, and so here I know I can go with the poison because he wasted all his elixir, and so I'm not scared of no graveyard. I just go for a miner to tank for the spear goblins. He goes with a pretty good NATO. I go with some pretty bad bats, but it actually still works. Like, the bats do the job, and so that's really good. I kind of didn't expect that NATO, and so like I was kind of hovering the bats and I played them too early by accident. That's completely fine. I didn't take any damage from the executioner, well, aside from the one NATO thing, that the NATO shot that he got. It's completely fine though. Here I go for the wall breakers. I wasn't sure if he had guards because he didn't play them up to this point, and so I just wanted to like honestly see if he had knight or guards, because if he doesn't play the knight quick enough, it connects, and so I was hoping he would go knight or something, but he did have the guards, which is fine. I get a ton of damage, as you guys can see. Honestly, this is like game-winning damage, but the only issue is that it's kind of annoying going same lane into all of his cards, and so I did have to actually go opposite lane, and I will give you guys a little bit of a spoiler alert, but I did actually take the other tower, not this one, because you don't want to go same lane against Graveyard Freeze just because they keep stacking up troops, and you're just going to keep feeding their troops, you know, and they're just going to build a huge push. And so it's very important to go opposite lane versus this deck, and even pressure both towers at the same time, because then if you switch lanes, they can switch lane. They can also switch lanes, sorry, and so like, you know, you would need to switch back and forth. Anyways, here he goes with the graveyard. I go with the spears, miner, poison, and then bats. Good NATO by him, honestly. I should have probably waited a second on my bats before playing them. Here I have to go for the goblin hunt because he has freeze in hand, obviously, and I don't have a reset. And so yeah, unfortunately I need to waste an entire Goblin Hunt on that one Inferno Dragon, but that's completely fine. Here I just go for Spirit Goblins on the guards, just defending cheaply, and I make sure to keep pressuring really hard. And so here I try to go with like the early ability, just making sure that he doesn't have like Elixir to play everything low. I want him to like keep defending up the bridge so that he's never able to actually build up a huge push. And so here I actually do a risky play. I just go for the poison on the Evo Inferno Dragon and the Executioner, because I can't lie, they're both Evo'd, and so they're scarier than the Graveyard. At least the Graveyard, I could go Spirit Goblins, I could go Bats, I could go Log. And so I really like that decision of going poison on the Executioner and the Inferno Dragon. He was trying to bait out my poison on the Graveyard, which is smart, but I didn't fall for it. Anyways, here as you guys can see, I'm just getting more damage on the other tower because like I really don't want to go same lane because he's just gonna keep stacking up troops. And that decision obviously paid off, kind of keep spoiling it here, but yeah, I did end up winning. And so unfortunately for you guys, you will not be getting the face reveal as of now, but obviously in the future I do plan on doing it eventually. Here I go with a pretty good Goblin Hunt to just block the Executioner for a shot, and then I go with the Evo Bats right away. He does get a NATO, pretty good NATO down, and unfortunately my Golden Knight wasn't quite fast enough, and so he did get some damage. Here I go for a beautiful ability, he resets the Inferno Dragon and kills the guards. And then from this point on, I kind of knew that I won. I was feeling pretty confident. Here I wasted a Goblin Hunt completely. I think I go poison on the bridge. Yeah, that's actually a very good poison. He goes for a freeze here, but I know that I could just get a late log. And he will get some damage, but not enough to win the game. Here, I actually almost messed up, bro. That 1 HP Inferno Dragon would have done a ton of damage, but I went for the Spear Goblins just in the nick of time. And here, yeah, I just go Miner. I knew to poison on the Graveyard instead of the tower because, like, the only way that he would come back is if, the Graveyard takes the tower. And so, yeah, I just went for the safe poison, and I take the win. And so I will see you guys in the very next video.